ready for the interview?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, before we begin, and this is off the record.
No.
I just hear there's an interesting story about how you two started working together.
Yo, he wants to hear about your first fight.
I hear it's a good one.
He hates when I tell the story, but oh man, I will never forget the first time I saw this kid. He was getting busted up. He looked like a zombie. It was one of those, let's say, amateur cards you can find across town from time to time. Great fights, never know if you're gonna see something special. Right, so yeah, this kid caught my eye because his eye was all busted up and bruised. Well, it was a total mismatch. It was obvious that the opponent was way more experienced. This kid took a beating for 2 rounds. Okay, probably both 10-8s. They could have stopped the fight easy, but the bell sounds to start the 3rd round, and this kid is still coming forward. He's still fighting, as if he thought that maybe he had a chance. There was no chance. So, no surprise, the kid loses the fight. Bang. This isn't one of those stories where you find someone amazing out in the middle of nowhere just knocking people out. No. I just found a kid with heart like I'd never seen, so I reached out.
All right, coming up next is the UFC's middleweight division fight. This is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. Watch the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, he jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestling, you realize very quickly that not only can he replace now, he can also go into security. So, he's that nuclear fighter that has been through every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop it.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen. the perfect spot, he will crumble.
Oh! Huge right hand! Back to the feet. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
While the ground and pound strikes continue to rain down, the opponent better move out of punches.
Oh my goodness! He got him! Oh my goodness, what a fight.
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched gloves.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. But both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Gordon Haynes called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 21 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner.
Well, we congratulate him on a huge knockout here tonight. He'll probably keep that smile while he's sleeping tonight after what he was able to produce.
He's going to be smiling for a really long time. When you get a knockout like that, not only do you get the win, you also, most times, walk away with a $50,000 bonus check.
Coming up next, we get to this UFC middleweight division fight. So here he is, ready for round one. This man is all the rage, given what he did his last time out. It was a win by clutch knockout. Now he'll try to keep the momentum going as the challenges get more difficult. You win in the UFC, 9 times out of 10, the next opponent is decidedly better. That is certainly the case here tonight. Looks like he's dealing with a cut above the eye here. Oh, and there's another uppercut. DC, you got a pretty good uppercut. I'm not sure it's as good as his, but pretty good.
It's not as good as this guy.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish the
We
fight.
gotta fight, folks. Oh, he lands a huge right hand. Unable to connect with the right.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Wow!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go take that finish down.
Gets up again here, but hurting. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts off. Oh, perfect shot there, DC, and one more of those, he might be out.
I mean, I can't believe he's still standing.
And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him! What a fight!
Just an absolutely gorgeous shot to spell the end for his opponent. Crowd is absolutely loving it. He gets the near perfect land. I'm not even sure his opponent saw it coming, but just the way he drew it up here tonight, saw that little crack of an opening and forged right through it to get the knockout. All right, let's take a look back at the replay. It ends up a knockout, but this was really a striking clinic from the moment they touched it.
I mean, a competitive fight that one guy finally found the shot that ended the fight. Both of these warriors displayed a ton of heart. One guy got the finish, but neither guy should be disappointed in their performance.
I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his. All right, coming up next, it's a UFC middleweight division fight.
I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. He
Yeah.
won't guard anymore in the UFC at this point. But he understands that for him to be the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands what point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the brain. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. All right, should be interesting to see how it goes for him here tonight. This is a high-level wrestler of the highest order. No questioning the cardio. He's got a big fight in front of him here tonight.
Every time he steps foot into the octagon, he does one thing, and that's embrace the grind. He gets right in your face, pushes forward, he gets to the clinch, loves the single leg takedown. If he can grab your leg, it's like getting caught in a vice grip, getting grabbed by a crocodile. He is going to finish it. He starts to run his feet immediately. When he can get you moving, he is always looking to advance from position 1 to position 2 to eventually finishing that great single leg that he possesses.
And when he closes the distance, best of luck trying to buck this guy off of you. He does pummel drills in his sleep. Big fight for him here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. Both fighters are 23 years old, with some differences in height and a similar reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, this man is a jiu-jitsu fighter, holding the professional record of 9 wins, no losses. He's got a top 300 weighing in at 182 pounds. Butcher.
Referee for this one. All right, ready to go for round 1, and this young man's popularity absolutely soared on the strength of what he did his last time out. It was a win by flush knockout. He kept his winning streak intact with style points. Challenges get decidedly more tougher. We'll see if he can keep the momentum going in what is unquestionably the biggest spot in this UFC.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, connects with another uppercut, so that's been the weapon of choice, and he went back to it there and lands.
Over and oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, he's up, but oh, is he hurt.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range. Powerful leg kick lands.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish this fight.
Oh! Huge right hand! Under 3 minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Back to his feet.
Oh! He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh! He's out!
Yo! Wow! That was nasty!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dean is going to stop this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner, Butcher.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I gotta think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the
UFC middleweight division fight. Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. He pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point, but he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. Well, with a lifetime of grappling repetitions, here he is back in the big show here tonight and would appear to have a lot of advantages when it comes to the grappling.
Yeah, the moment he gets a hold of you, it is crazy how strong this man is. When he was in the fighter meeting with Chauncey, looked at his hands and then opened up, lights started grabbing and slamming guys to the ground, wrestling. It's unreal to watch him manipulate and maneuver guys to get them to the floor. He is a master in this style of fighting. And we used it to start off great in the UFC.
He's almost like a professional climber, too, when it comes to the grip strength and the exercises he does to maintain that grip strength. Glad I'm not fighting. Or tailing the tape for this middleweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. Now for the official introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Game face on when I chase like that. Yeah, I play so strong with a knife in the back. I'ma swing home run like a baseball bat. Gonna see me rise, you can hate on that. I don't play both sides, doing me no cap. I'ma ride or die for my dreams on tap. I'ma fly real high, you ain't see me stack. No, it's not how you fall, it's how you get right back up. That's how you get tough. Calluses on my hands so rough, yeah, I call your bluff. I'm not the one, mess with me and come down with none. Cause I'm so done, you had your fun. And now you're gonna face down the barrel of the gun. Cause I got a full clip, put your name on it. But I'ma let you slide cause you ain't worth it. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on. Time staying strong, need to move on to be what I want. I'll keep dreaming on.
Alright, so here we go with round one. The young contender has won his last 3 fights, and as many of you know, knockout. We'll see if he can employ that advantage.
Yes, he has to maintain distance. He's the taller guy. So every time his opponent tries to enter, he's going to have to take something on the way inside. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. Put him to sleep. Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
But he's got the feet on the hips now. DC in a pretty good position to get out, I would think, if he survives. Oh! He's out!
He got him!
Yes, sir, it goes into the books as a first-round win by knockout. Near perfect execution. The technique was absolutely gorgeous. And again, when you get the guy early, maybe getting his pull before he's had a chance to work up a sweat or even get into the fight a little bit, those strikes can have a bigger effect, and it certainly did here tonight. Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of an knockout.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he
Every word
found
I'm
the one
moving
that
so
hit the
descriptive like an
exact sweet
adjective. I
spot
got a
that
vendetta
ended his
against
opponent's
people
night.
that patented.
And here once more,
Negative
Bruce
when you
Buffer.
should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I can roast, I can gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the
celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. Monumental result tonight as he gets through the final.
You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off
All
of
right,
me.
coming
This
up
ain't no
next
humble
is the
brag. I
UFC
want you to hear
middleweight
words, you can
division
say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last, and to believe in what you got. It was built to last, yeah. Now that I've
This young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when I call him a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he tried to pull guard. He won't guard anymore in the UFC at this point, but he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. Well, this bout is decorated in kickboxer, and this has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive these into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes it truly special. I think that's what separates kickboxing, the high level. Everyone.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. More than 5 years apart, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. All right, now for the introductions, we go to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter.
Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me f***ed up. Let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh,
The veteran Equal Bean draws the assignment here.
so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back.
All right, ready to go here for round 1. This is a devastating knockout force of the highest order. Look at the highlight reel. Starting to compete with some of the best we've ever seen in the UFC. The majority of his recent wins have come by knockout. That's why he's on the cusp of success. Oh, big knee!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Uppercut lands now.
Take smoke, I'm a poker. You choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any overdue. Grab your whole
Strikes continue
eating up
to
inside of
rain
me,
down.
blood
The
surrounding me.
opponent better
Thanks
pull
for
out a
trying
hard
me.
way. Referee's gonna stop.
Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
He needs to put his feet on the hip, push him away, try to escape. It's very, very dangerous. It's over. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we're just getting going, and now the fight's over, but excellent striking technique to land that shot and ultimately finish the fight here in the first. You've heard us say it before, but sometimes when you catch a guy cold before he's had a chance to get going in the fight, it can have a bigger effect. It certainly did here tonight.
And they gon' wish you would shut the fuck up real bad.
So there he is as the celebration continues. A huge knockout for him here tonight. That could hold up as one of the better knockouts of the year.
And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back.
Let's call a stop to this contest. At 1 minute, 13 seconds.
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John.
Don't
I'm
wanna
asking the
sleep
producers,
in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the stuff you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. I have no regrets, yeah, I'll tie up my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in debt. Been stabbed in the back bed, I show
finally show